Hey guys, Pitmaster here. Okay, this is for the most part. It's anti-bullying, but it's also just self-defense, and we're going to talk about that real quick. Um, I love to get some people want to comment. I'd love to hear that, but this is what I want to talk about, guys. Um, during martial arts, especially, and I'm talking. It's in general, but in martial arts, there's like mat chats where you teach the kids like the tenets of martial arts, like confidence, perseverance, discipline, dedication, respect, courtesy, and all that. And that's important stuff. What's up, Justin? But look, but when it comes to confidence, which to me, confidence is king. To me, once the kid has confidence, his life is exponentially, exponentially better. Okay. Confidence is king, and without a doubt, I think that's true. Um, and we can talk about confidence, and you can do mat chats about confidence, and you can have whatever you want. But confidence comes from competence. Okay, that's how the kid truly gets it embedded in him. Okay, he can talk about confidence and he can carry himself with confidence. Okay, but unless he has competence, unless he has the skill to back up the confidence, it's a false sense of security. It's like carrying a gun with no bullets. So the good side of that is you're having a gun. It doesn't have any bullets, but people don't know it, right? So you can be the guy and not get picked on, and that's good. That's better than the other way. But once you develop competence, right, and you have skill and you have power and you're getting in shape and you feel better. I'm talking about kids. You guys get in shape and feel better about yourselves too. Then all of a sudden, even without the mat chats, the confidence will build. So with the mat chats, it's great. And building that sense of confidence is great. But without the competence or the skill, it's a false sense of security. Like you have the gun with no bullets. What if somebody really calls you on it and attacks you? You're going to be shooting blanks, right? That's why it's the same. With the confidence that comes from within, with the competence, you got the skill to back it up. So bang. Hey, what's up, man? Glenn G from New York. Hey, what's up, Glenn? Discipline. Discipline is everything. You can't do anything without discipline. Discipline trumps motivation. It trumps ease. Like you got something easily, and you have the ease to get something. Like discipline has nothing if you can just get up and do something easy. Like you have the ease to watch TV. You have but discipline means you'll overcome difficulty to get something you need or you want or you should have. Like training, perfect example, and it's taught in martial arts. We have the mat chats. We talk about self-discipline, and that's great, but it comes from okay. I'll brag about myself. At 10 years old, getting on the bus, 3-4 times a week to get down to martial arts. Get on, catch the bus, go to another bus, have my little Pan Am bag, get in there. I know I'm going to get hit once or twice and it's going to hurt, but I did it because I knew at 10 years old that it was going to be good for me. And I'll tell you right now, it was the best choice I ever made. And I thank God every day for it. And so, but without the self-discipline, you're not going to get anything in life that you have to work for. You might be a rich kid that mommy and daddy give you money, but if you start from the ground, right, from the bottom, right, you're not going to get anything without discipline. Discipline drives you, not motivation, because you could be motivated, then you're going to do it, right? But those days you're not motivated, self-discipline makes you do it. So self-discipline is very important, right? Proper discipline. It does start in the home. That's true. But let me just tell you something. I mean, I love my mom to death. I love my dad. I wasn't disciplined. I had a really good moral compass. I had a great home life. I loved my home life, but it wasn't really disciplined. I chose to be disciplined. I chose to do martial arts. I chose to train. I chose all that. Without that, I'd probably be doing some kind of menial job right now. I don't know what I'd be doing. But without the discipline of martial arts, I know for a fact I wouldn't be where I am today. And I'm not saying I'm like fucking on top of Mount Everest, but I don't know. I think I've done some accomplishments. So, and without discipline, I wouldn't have. And that discipline, like the confidence and the mental toughness, to me, they all came from martial arts training and my instructor Walter Godin. My other stuff, the great stuff I had, a great moral compass, I think. I haven't always been perfect. I admit that, but I think I have a really good moral compass. I've never been in prison, never been arrested. I was a terrible mate for a long time. I would cheat on my women, and I'm not proud of that. But nothing I can do about it now. I just know I'll never do it again. And to me, that's the worst thing I've ever done in my life. So I mean, that's kind of says a lot. I mean, I'm 60 years old and I'm not proud of it, and I hate the fact that I did that. But I wasn't faithful to my woman. But if at 6 years old, I can say I honestly could say that's the worst thing I've done. So I think my moral compass is good. Not perfect, but good. And I think that came from my home life, but my self-discipline, my perseverance, my mental toughness, and my confidence, especially my confidence, all came from martial arts training. So we got any questions before I call it a day? And any questions you want? You want to talk about knife stuff? You want to talk about martial arts? Makiwara? Anything you guys want to talk about? But let me just say, without a doubt, for all you parents out there, martial arts is the best thing ever for your kids. Some parents like, oh, I got to teach my kids how to swim, because you got to go to swim. He might drown. How the fuck is he going to drown? How is your kid going to drown unless you put him in the water, unless you put him in a pool? You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Eric? So, I mean, swimming is great. I mean, it's fun to swim, but 5 million kids a year get bullied, severely bullied. They have to go to school. They don't have to go to a pool. So swimming is great, but martial arts is so much more important. It's like going to the ER with massive chest pain, right? And the doctor is worried about a fucking paper cut you got, so he's infecting your paper cut. That's what be swimming. The massive heart attack would be bullying, and we got to take care of bullying before we got to take care of swimming. All right. Hey, thank you. Meditation, clear perception. I love to meditate. I meditate twice a day. I've done transcendental meditation since 1976. And outside of my martial arts training, I would say that's the best thing. I would say that's the best thing I do. Transcendental meditation twice a day. I've been doing it since 1976. Martial discipline, Ranger School. Oh yeah. Oh, that's. I don't know if you've seen my memes or whatever. Also agree. I said punches coming from that low, but no. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about Israel. I know what you're talking about. Let me answer this one first. Ranger School, military and or martial arts. The two best things for any young man. I would say they should do both, military and martial arts, without a doubt. I don't endorse military as much anymore, the whole thing, but definitely basic training. I don't like, with Trump, I feel a lot safer. But with people like Obama and some of the other presidents we've had who are just sending our heroes, our young heroes overseas to just die for nothing. Vietnam, 60,000 American heroes died for no reason at all. No reason at all. So with that, I'm not as crazy about the military, but the training I got in the military and just basic training alone, I think every young man should do that. And definitely martial arts, without a doubt. So Ranger School is like it's like it's like basic training on steroids. So Ranger training, Ranger School would give you so much confidence, so much discipline. It's not even funny. But I just don't ever like to push or even I don't like to endorse the military right now because of all the things going on. I just don't like to see young heroes dying for nothing. If we got sucked into a war that was life or death for us, I'm patriotic enough. I did my 11B infantry time. I joined, but yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that. But basic training was a life changer for me. Boxing on the Army boxing team was the discipline was unfucking believable. It was that boxing team. I mean, you were late. Like, everybody's late. You're a kid, you go late to the gym. You're late on the boxing team, you're fucking AWOL. They'll take a week's pay. You miss training, like a lot of people do, you're fucking AWOL, you're going to the brig. The discipline you had to have on the Army boxing team was like crazy. The style I trained, my first style was, I trained a bunch, judo, Shotokan, etc. But Kazu Kempo, I fell into when I was like 9 or 10. And that was once I walked into that first Kazu Kempo training session at 10 years old or whatever, I knew that was it. That was the last. I was going to wrap my fucking life around this, and it was going to save me and make me a better person. And I trained with my same instructor from 10 years old till he passed away. I was in my 30s, and I still pay homage to him to this day. And then I changed the system from Kazu Kempo to Hawaiian Kempo, and that's what I teach. So, hey, thank you, Maps Martial Arts Philosophy. I really appreciate that, man. Can see straight. Oh, hell yeah. Chances are it's not going to kill someone, but it could definitely fucking stop them. It will stop the attack because when someone can't breathe for that second, it stops them and they panic. They panic, man. I've used it more than once. I swear to God, and both times it's worked like a charm. And neither guy died, but they stopped, dropped to their knees, and held their throat. So yeah, it did work. Gun? What about a gun? Yes. How to keep from getting stabbed by an aggressive attacker. My favorite way is to parry, go for the carotid, and then stick the torso. Carry a knife yourself or a gun. Bing. Rangers, like I said, Ranger School. Thanks for that, Glenn. I appreciate that. I love Ranger School. Imagine Navy SEAL School. I mean, I can't even. I went to the Navy SEAL School a couple months ago. I know a Navy SEAL instructor, and I was in Coronado, and he took me on base, and their training is fucking crazy. Hey, thanks, Justin. Hey, that's 14 years, huh? Tang Soo Do and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's a great combination right there, bro. Great combination. What else we got? Again, thanks, MAPS. What is MAPS? What does that stand for? Keep from getting stabbed. That's how you keep from getting stabbed. And again, meditation. Thanks a lot. I have to go on your site. I love meditation stuff. Meditation, like I said, besides training, physical training, and I do, walks and shit like that. My diet is really good, but meditation has helped me so much. It's fucking crazy what meditation can do. I would recommend anybody go to meditation. Zen meditation, breathing meditation. My favorite is transcendental meditation. It is a little pricey. I think it's like $1,000 to learn, but well worth the price. I learned in 1976, and I've been doing it off and on regularly for quite a while now, twice a day. and it's one of the best things that I do. My wife can tell I'm not meditating. When I miss a meditation, my wife goes, you haven't been meditating today, have you? Because I get a little more edgy. I'm so much more peaceful when I'm meditating. My wife's like, when I'm meditating, she's like telling the kids, can you keep it down? John's meditating, because she knows yeah. Prayer is meditation for a lot of people. Zane, I agree with that. The only thing about prayer is, and I think the two can go together, but I think the meditation is a little more structured, and it gets the mind, the waves of your mind, your bio waves and alpha waves and everything. It gets them a little more settled down. I mean, because prayer, just saying prayer, that's great. But to me, it should be a little longer and a little more structured, so you actually get the brain waves, get into the deep sleep type mentality. I agree with that. I agree with that, Maps, a lot of ways. But let me tell you what leads to humility: martial arts, more than meditation. Because getting your ass kicked and knowing you can kick someone's ass at the same time, like I know I can kick people's ass. I know that. But I also know I could get my ass kicked real easy too. I know for a fact somebody could just come up to me at any time and cut my fucking carotid. I know that. I know, what I can do with my fists, and I know what someone else can do to me. So that gives me a huge, huge level of humility. I'm very humble when it comes to that. I'm very proud of my accomplishments. I'm very confident what I can do, but I'm also very humble because I know what can be done to me. So that's right. Religious being spiritual, also I think it is, yeah. I think, yeah. And I religious and spiritual. I'm more spiritual than religious, but I think both are great if done right. It's hard to do spiritually wrong and meditation wrong. It's easy to do religion wrong, right? We got some wacko religious people, but I think when done right, religion it's the key to life. If it's done right. And what's right mean? It means you have a great moral compass, treat others with kindness, work hard for what you get, you're not entitled. I mean, and that comes from different religions, all kind of religions. I'm not claiming one over the other, even though our country was formed on, Christianity. I think a lot of religions are great, but then some are pretty people do some heinous shit in the name of religion. So spirituality is kind of more all-encompassing, and I agree with that. So I agree with that a lot. So we got any other questions? You got any questions for me, guys? Remember, I got a martial arts anti-bullying seminar this weekend for kids, and I want to end bullying. I think I can end bullying. I don't think it's not rocket science, guys. It's not like I can't make every person a UFC champion. Okay, but I can make every person more confident, more competent, more disciplined, more dedicated. I can make them that. I can make them have more mental toughness. I can make them have more perseverance. That's a no-brainer. I can do those things. I can make them stronger. Right? I can do all those things. That's without a doubt. I can end bullying. I can't make everyone a UFC champion, but I can make everybody a champion in their own life. That's a fucking no-brainer. I could do that easily, without a doubt. There are those that are harder than others to deal with. I'll admit that. But what time am I at? Oh, I'm at 19 minutes. Okay, but I can de-bully anyone. I can make anyone anti-bullied. I can make anyone bully-proof. I really could. Bullying is, I mean, they have bully awareness month. The fucking bully awareness. We are aware there's bullies. Kids at school are aware there's bullies. We don't need the awareness. We need bully ending month. We need to end bully month, right? And that's what we need. And that's what the kind of seminar I'm going to do. No ribbons, no T-shirts, no awareness. It's just fucking end it. It's not that hard to end bullying. You know what I mean? I have some high black belts in Hawaiian Kempo, and well, I formed Hawaiian Kempo. So my students actually gave me a 10th degree black belt in Hawaiian Kempo. It was really funny. Yeah, I had Chuck Liddell, Glover Teixeira, Court McGee, some of my top black belts. They got together because I formed my own system. So I was always like, oh, this guy gets promoted. I never get to get promoted because I started my own system. So they actually got together. We were in Hawaii one year, and they promoted me to 10th degree in Hawaiian Kempo. So I think it was amazing. But I'm a black belt in Kaji Kempo, and I'm a black belt in Ryo Dojo. You remember Bill Ryosaki? I got a black belt in his system. And then I got a black belt in my own system. So that's all. I'm not like a multi black belt guy. Tennis, yeah. What are your thoughts on martial arts falling to the wrong? Yeah. Just it's like a gun. The majority of people with guns, if we keep going the way we are, if we keep things the way they are going to be law-abiding citizens, and that's good. And I think martial arts does even more than that, because martial arts trains humility, it trains respect. It trains discipline. So most people that are bad people won't stick around in martial arts. But there are some. There are some that douchebags in martial arts. And that's terrible. But I don't think you can do any microcosm of our population, a mini demographic, and make it fucking all great. There's going to be fucking bad people in all demographics. And there are some in martial arts. But to be honest, I think there are less in martial arts than there are in most. And when I'm around martial artists, I feel good, man. I love when I'm around martial arts. When I'm around martial artists, I feel safe. I feel comfortable. I feel like I can be myself. I can joke. I can fucking do whatever I want. When I'm around guys at a UFC fight, like in the back, in the training areas and shit like that, I just feel like I can just relax, man. If I go out with some other martial artists, I don't always have to sit with my door, facing the door and shit. I feel like they got my back, so I love being around martial artists. Yeah, I'm not really mega black belt. I'm a black belt in Kaji Kempo, Ryo Dojo Kempo with an N, and my own system, which I got promoted, which was an awesome experience. I got promoted by my own students. So it wasn't really a joke, but it was like, how can your students promote you to a higher belt than they are? And it was really fun. It was cute too. But anyway, more of a striker, yes. Unfortunately or fortunately, Hawaiian Kempo, we're pretty much equal in striking, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and conditioning. We have 4 parts of Hawaiian Kempo: striking, wrestling, which is takedowns and takedown defense, jiu-jitsu, which is bottom and top, and then submission and submission defense. And then we have conditioning. You have to condition yourself to each belt level. But I like striking more. Chuck likes striking more. Glover likes grappling more. Court is about 50-50. Some of my fighters always want to take it to the ground, and some always want to keep standing. Some of my students like grappling more. Some like striking more. So our system is pretty much equal. I myself like striking better. But if you don't know all 4 of those and you don't train all 4 of those, you are not a martial artist. You're a partial artist. That's a good question, Mike. I just kind of thought what works and what doesn't in a real life street situation or in a sport fight. And I'm kind of equal on both. I'm more for the street, right? So I'm more teaching for the street. So I would look at a technique. Kata's gone. Anything with choreographed, gone. I got rid of those right off the bat. Any kind of technique where I'm putting my hand somewhere where it's going to get me knocked the fuck out, gone, right? Any kind of strike where I don't understand how my fingers are, gone, right? So that was an easy one. Kata is a little like, I know, traditionality and stuff, but I wanted to have effectiveness and reality over traditionality, and we're a very traditional school. So good tradition over bad tradition. That's what I want to call it. So I took all of them out, and I just brought in good stuff, and I just learned more good stuff. I would teach wrestlers, like Olympic medalist wrestlers, some striking stuff. They teach me some takedowns and takedown defense, and then I'd bring it in. You know what I mean? Then I would, teach some jujitsu guys some takedown defense and some hooks and shit. And then they would teach me some submission defense and shit like that. So I've been lucky where I get to deal with a lot of top level martial artists, the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world, like Ricardo Laborio and shit, the best wrestlers, Matt Linland, Sammy Henson, Dan Henderson. I got to deal with these. Then the best boxers in the world, like Howard Davis. I got to train Howard Davis and work with him and deal with him. I got to deal with some of the best karate guys in the world, the best MMA guys. So it was exchanging information, and I would suck in like a fucking sponge all the good stuff, and I would just start getting rid of shit that's not going to work. So I finally devised in my own system, and it's been a work in progress ever since. You like striking? Okay. We do a lot of calisthenics, and we do a lot of conditioning testing. Fucking bald. What is that? What do you mean fucking bald? What does that mean? Chuck, prove your... Yeah, Chuck and Glover and Cord and Ram. A lot of people have, in the street, I've had a lot of cops come back and say, hey, what you taught me, some guy jumped me and it worked in the street. So, and then I have tons of parents that come to me and say, yeah, my kid was getting bullied, but now all of a sudden, he did this, this, and this, and now nobody picks on him. So it's been Chuck, but it's been a ton of people that have had positive feedback on our system. So I'm really thankful for that. Hey, thank you, man. Hey, thank you very much, Matt. What does MAP stand for? You never told me yet. Good choice. Yeah. Take in what works, get away. But I don't just take in my favorite, because a lot of martial arts guys and trainers want their fighters and students to do just what they did. If that's what I did, all we'd be doing is left hooks. But I know some people like the straight punches. Chuck liked the straight punch more than the left hook. Glover likes the overhand more than the left hook. He likes a single leg more than a double. But he's great at both. So I want to teach what everybody can do, and then let them run with what's good for them. I don't want everybody to be like I was. I was a very one-dimensional fighter, and I have so many guys that are better than I ever was. So I love that. Martial arts. Okay, thanks, man. Martial Arts Philosophy Station. That's an interesting name. Where are you guys located? Nah, not at all. I think my spinning back kick was influenced a lot by Benny the Jet. But my clinching was more, I had a Thai guy that was my coach for years, Charlie. I've had some of the best boxing training ever, Pepino Cuevas. I train, Muhammad Ali's boxing gym. I train on the Army boxing team. A lot of my striking is boxing influenced. A lot of my Muay Thai stuff is from my Muay Thai coach. So yeah, but I did learn a lot of stuff when I fought for the Jet Center. A lot of leg checking came from there. A lot of putting things together came from there. Seaside, oh, that's good, man. We come down to we go down to Coronado once a year. Hey, thanks, man. Do I do this? You do this. You do this. Awesome. Hey, thanks, Flash. Love doing it. Anyway, it's about a half an hour. I think my time is up. I'm going to get booted out of here soon by YouTube. But thanks for coming. Stay on my channel. Please push my channel, because I do a lot of good shit for people. I want to keep everybody out there safe from being attacked. And that's my main goal in life. Fist. Most of the time, fist, Josh. I like the fist better. I'm putting online courses out right now. I will put it up right now. I'll give you the, let me put that up right now before I go. Oh, here it is. I'm going to put it up right now. We do it. We do an online course now, and I do. You can actually get your belts, which is really, and it's right here. So this is our online course. I'm terrible at pushing myself. I'm terrible at plugging myself. I should have been plugging it, but we do an online course. I do it with Master Wong, who's like huge on YouTube. He has like 2.5 million followers, and I have an online course that I'm doing with him. It's unbelievable. You can go from white belt to black belt in Hawaiian Kempo if that's what you want. And there's no selling out. There's no McDojo. It's legit. It's my system, so you know it's legit. But anyway, I'm out of here, guys. What's that from? So thanks for everything. I'll see you guys. If you got any questions, I don't really respond to too many of my comments, but my email is john@thepit.tv. I'll give it to you right here. And I'll respond more on that. I'm terrible at responding, and I know that's a big no-no. There's my email, or even better yet, here is my Instagram. My Instagram, I'm all over. Okay. So you guys can reach me there, all right? All right, guys, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Stay safe. Don't let anyone take your fucking lunch money, guys. Do not let anyone take your lunch money, okay? Whether you're a kid or an adult, keep your fucking lunch money. It belongs to you.